Welcome to the Beyond the Build podcast, where we explore the inspiring stories of everyday people from all walks of life who prioritize fitness and healthy living despite their unique backgrounds and challenges. Through honest conversations about their upbringing, personal growth, and their relationship with food, each episode aims to eliminate excuses and empower listeners to take ownership of their health by showing that someone just like them is already doing it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, and share it with someone who can find value in it. And with that, sit back and enjoy the show. Okay, I've just finished editing and cleaning up this episode and now recording the intro for this chat with Mark Palmer. He grew up in Ireland, is now currently living in New Zealand. This one was really fun. First of all, his accent, I could just sit and listen to him talk all day. So you have the privilege of listening to him for an hour, or you can put it on repeat all day. Why not? But one thing I loved about Mark was his grateful spirit. I don't know how many times while editing this, I noticed how many times he says, yeah, I'm thankful for that. And so love his grateful spirit. He literally, the day before we did this recording, he finished his 75 hard challenge. If you've heard of that, a big reason why he started that, which he'll talk about, is he had a bit of an energy drink addiction and he wanted to just have more mental discipline and more mental clarity. He talks about what it's like to work a 10-hour day and still be doing the 75 hard challenge, still balancing spending quality time with his partner and his young 4-year-old daughter. We talk about his experience with the carnivore diet. If you enjoy just hanging out with us for an hour and just hearing more about Mark's story. And if there is a part that resonated with you, please share it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. So with that, let's get into it. All right, and we're live. Cool. Well, welcome Mark to the show. This is episode 8 of Beyond the Build. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, Ken. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hey, it's good to be on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely good to have you. This is the first time I've heard you kind of like in speaking. I love the accent. Usually I just see your videos, which is just like music and stuff. So it's kind of cool to hear your voice.
Yeah, I haven't done any like talkovers or anything on my videos. So I was actually thinking maybe going forward with some new videos, maybe doing that, just speaking, so people can actually hear what I talk and sound like.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. It's a really unique accent. It's really cool. I don't see a lot of content creators. Is it like Irish?
It is Irish, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I don't see a lot of content creators with like Irish accents, so
it would be unique and different, wouldn't it? Yeah,
definitely.
That's sort of with the name as well, with my Instagram and stuff. It's like with the Irish part, like sort of states it, but it's good though. You know, it's just back home in Ireland, it's not really a thing. People taking videos of themselves or like talking or anything, you know, it's a bit different. Mm-hmm. It's definitely expanding my comfort zone, getting out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, props to you for coming on a podcast. I mean, it's out of your comfort zone, but you're still showing up and trying it out, trying new things. So it's cool, you know?
Definitely. No, and I appreciate you reaching out to me and wanting to get me on, which is very thankful for.
Yeah, it's been fun for sure. I was gonna say, have you seen Kyan? I think his name's Kyan Fit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's like Kyann Fit. Have you seen his stuff?
No, I haven't seen his stuff now. No, actually, mate, if you send me a message of his later or something, I can look on it, have a look at what he does.
Yeah, I'll send it to you later.
Yeah. I
brought him up because he's from like, I think Wales, so he's got a super thick like Welsh accent or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think that really helps his content.
Yeah, unique and different, isn't it? It's just different. I think you're not, especially where I'm currently living in New Zealand, so it's definitely unique in its own right, being here with an Irish accent.
Yeah. So tell me more about that. How long have you been in New Zealand? Did you already have family there? What brought you there?
So I'm currently on my 3rd year. I'm just doing an extension to stay another 2 years.
Nice.
So I've no family out here. I have a few family friends that I met. So I was actually here when I was 18 as well. So it didn't work out for me when I was 18. So I decided to give it another shot. I wanted to go and work abroad again. And I was like, right, let's go to New Zealand. And I ended up applying for a job in New Zealand and got the job that I wanted in New Zealand. So I decided, oh, well, might as well go. I got the visa and just decided to come on out with a one-way ticket, funny enough.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm an arborist by trade. So I decided to come out
Yeah, yeah,
for just to change things up and expand my CV and my career. So that's why I ended up here.
yeah. It's awesome. I love seeing like the footage of you just like all the way in the top of a tree and just like
Yeah,
chopping down chopping down branches and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
yeah, it has its moments. There's good points and bad points of it, but if you can look for the positive, it makes it worthwhile. I just find it like a full circle. So pretty stoked about it.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's cool. How did you first get into that? Did you have like your dad or your family that was already an arborist?
Also, my not arborist as such, like forestry. So my father works in forestry, so like tree felling
Mm.
and machinery side of things. And then I just I was actually going to be a plumber. And I was like,
Oh,
got a
really?
job. Yeah, yeah, I was actually going to be a plumber. I ended up, my uncle got me a job for the summer working for an arborist company. And I was like, oh, I'll just stick at this. It's more money. Maybe looking back, I should have done the plumbing, but I wouldn't have the cool
Mm.
stories I have now. So it's like, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
So I decided it's been worthwhile. So thankfully.
Yeah, definitely. So the difference between forestry and arborists are more like tree trimming versus like going out into the woods and chopping down a bunch of trees.
Yeah, so yeah, it's sort of similar. So your arborist is more like care for trees and pruning and stuff, where forestry is more like felling and in the woods and stuff. But
Oh, okay.
I'm in a division called land clearance, so we sort of do the odd bit of like hedge cutting and pruning and stuff, but it's mostly felling forestry blocks or blocks of just land for reclaiming for building houses and stuff. So it's more
Yeah.
commercialized. So it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. And how's growing up in Ireland?
It's different. It's really different. Like when I grew up, there was nobody. Where now you have like all your people on social media for eating clean and training and stuff. When I was growing up, there wasn't really that sort of scene around. So you just
Mhm.
get in the motion of call it the matrix of just eating whatever. So
Yeah.
it was quite. I did used to play rugby, which was very good, but
Oh,
I just
really?
yeah. So I was big into my rugby through high school, but I just sort of went to work. But yeah, I just wish I had some peers that were into fitness and eating clean instead of drinking alcohol every weekend and stuff. I just wish that was part
Mm.
of growing up. But in Ireland, it's similar as anywhere. It's just different.
Yeah.
I find it's home. Like it'll always be home. Where New Zealand's currently my home, but it's a good home to go
Hmm.
back to. But you would want to be going back in the good weather. Like it's 95% of the time
Mm.
it's usually raining. Doesn't get that
Yeah.
good weather often. Yeah. It's quite different too when it's raining here in New Zealand. It's warm rain. Where back home it's very cold rain.
Mm.
So it's not
Yeah.
great.
Warm rain's way different. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you live in Arizona, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes when it rains in the summer, it's really nice and just like
Oh
warm rain.
nice. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, hey. I bet you it's quite nice living out there too.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit hot now. We're getting into the 100+ days and eventually we'll get, 110, 115 degrees in the middle of the summer. So,
That's hot, hey. That's
yeah.
very hot.
Yeah, it sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I
No,
think I'd
nobody
melt
really
away.
goes outside. Yeah.
Nah. I mean, I'd maybe eventually get a suntan there. I'm just white all over, hey. There's no sun at home.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
grew up in the Pacific Northwest. If you're familiar with the States, it's like on the West Coast above California.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's always raining there too and cloudy, so it's nice to be somewhere where it's sunny.
Oh, yeah. And what made you move to Phoenix, Arizona? Was there a reason or?
Um, yeah, I mean, partially like my wife and I were living in Oregon at the time, and we're like, we kind of always envisioned ourselves living somewhere with sunny weather because we both kind of enjoy that. My wife is from Florida, so she's used to like hot weather.
Yes.
And then COVID happened, and it was just kind of like even worse, and kind of the city got a little dirty. So we're like, hey, why not like just move somewhere else? Now's a good time as any. So
Yeah.
yeah, mostly for just a change of scenery and weather.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, nice. Yeah, because Oregon's pretty wet, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's always raining most of the
yeah.
time. Sounds like it's similar to Ireland.
Yeah, yeah, similar to where I'm from.
So I don't know if this is like accurate, but I heard that for a while in Ireland it was kind of like dangerous, or maybe to certain parts there was like civil war going on for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't around. I was near enough. I was like a kid at the end of it. But
Okay,
yeah,
so it was a while ago then, yeah.
yeah, it was quite like in the 80s and stuff, 90s and
Ah,
stuff. But
okay, yeah.
yeah, it was still like, yeah, the Troubles it's called. Like there's a lot of fighting in both. It's a very religious country.
Mm,
Uh, well, Northern Ireland, where I'm from, is very religious. You've got different parts, you've got different religion, and they didn't really get along. Where now it's a bit better, but they still don't get along. Hey, and it's not nice. It's not a nice environment because kids are being brought up
mm,
around that and stuff. Like I was brought up around it, and like, but I get along with whoever. Like it doesn't matter what religion, what race, whatever you are, as long as you're a decent human, I get along
sure.
with it. If you're not decent, it doesn't matter where you're from or
Yeah.
what you are, to be honest. But yeah, it was quite a rough place, quite dangerous place. You know, people getting shot and stuff. Like I remember we were working in Belfast and different areas in Belfast, and you would have heard on the radio that people got the knock on the door, were told to move out. If not, they would have got kneecapped and stuff, and cars burnt out and stuff. And you're just like, this is a
Wow.
wild place. Yeah, like that's going back maybe 10, maybe not even, maybe eight or so years ago, maybe 8 or 9 years ago. It was still like that,
Mm,
you know, wasn't as bad, but it was
mm,
still, you'd have seen cars burnt out and stuff on the road and side of the streets and stuff, and you're just like, this isn't really a place to be bringing. Like, it's a lovely place, don't get me wrong, like home's home, but
yeah, for
it's
sure.
just not. But I think you get to see them everywhere, you know, rats and stuff,
Mm,
but it's not a healthy environment to raise kids and stuff, I don't think, you know, because
yeah.
I actually get asked it a lot from the Kiwis and stuff here,
Mm,
and they're asking about it, and I'm just like, yeah, it's a lovely place, like to go and visit and stuff, but I wouldn't want to move back home. Like I'll go back home for a
mm,
holiday, but I wouldn't really. It's not on my cards or my agenda to move home again.
right.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah. Do you
yeah,
have kids currently?
yes. I'm. I've met a partner here, and she has a wee girl, so I'm currently a dad. Lucky
Oh,
enough,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've jumped into that role, which is quite a new experience for me. So
Right.
so I've been navigating that as well, which I'm very thankful for the two of them because they're in my corner. So it means that I'm striving to be a better version of myself so I can show my daughter, what a good man should be and what life should be like.
Mm,
So yeah, it's got its challenges, especially because I was currently on 75 hard. So
right.
it was quite challenging getting everything in, but we managed to get, I managed to do it now, and they were there,
Yeah.
and we got to see some progress. So I still haven't reached my goals where I need to be, but
Mm.
I've gained something from 75 hard. So I'm pretty thankful for it. I'm thankful for them too.
Yeah. That's
So
great. And it's cool that they get to kind of see you putting in that effort to work on yourself, you know. And you just finished that like this last week, right? Like how
yeah,
was that? What was
yesterday, yesterday,
yesterday? Let's go. Yeah.
yesterday, bro, was the 75. It was the last, out of it all, the last 3 days was the hardest. So,
Really?
yeah,
Why
it
is
was
that?
just energy levels were quite low. Body was really fatigued. I've had a couple of injuries through work as well. Accident.
Oh
Well, not,
man.
yeah, like a few injuries due to work and stuff. And it
Hmm.
was just, body was pretty beat up. And it's like, I'd no, I wasn't able to I'd run out of some protein and pre-workout and stuff. So it was quite hard
Hmm.
on the day I ran out of stuff on a Thursday to try and get motivated. But I still turned up and still got a decent workout in. And I was just thankful to finish it yesterday strong with, I said, a leg day, even though my me and shin's pretty beat up. So yeah, it was quite tough. Good mental challenge, but yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I do highly recommend it to anybody if like they're trying to get off any addictions or anything they have. Like
Yeah.
it is pretty strict, and yeah, it was pretty good to do it, just for even my mental clarity and like mental toughness. If anything,
Hmm.
was because I used to have an energy drink addiction,
Mm-hmm.
so I could have been drinking. It was not healthy, like anywhere between maybe 6 tins, maybe 8 tins, maybe 9 tins of Monster or
Wow.
any version of energy drinks. Yeah, and I was like, this is not good for anybody. So I was like, right, I need to sort my life out. Need to like want to be
Yeah.
around. Don't want to be up and down, highs and lows, especially with my daughter and my missus, my partner and stuff. So I was like, right, get myself on track. And I just decided one day to hit 75 hard. And I was like, right, let's go. So it was quite tough now when you're seeing your daughter like eat a cookie or your missus eat a cookie or drink a
Oh
kind
yeah.
of Diet Coke, man, and you're like sitting there craving food and like maybe craving it, but like I managed to beat my cravings, and I haven't
Awesome.
really, even though I've finished it now today, it's like I've done most of my current what you would be doing on 75 hard. I just need to do like an outdoor workout, and that's really my day done. So
Heck yeah.
it's 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 been pretty good. Like I've lost a bit of weight, got a bit leaner. I just now got another goal I want to reach, and then want to reach that. It's like right, I've hit my targets. So it's showing them
Yeah.
that if you show up for yourself, you can achieve the unachievable,
Definitely. I
which
think
is really good.
that's awesome. And for like all the people that are going to listen to this episode in the future when it comes out, you know, there's I hope there's some dads out there that are hearing that and that inspires them. I think that a lot of people use their kids as an excuse, which, you know, I can't really speak to it as much because I don't have kids yet, but I think
Yeah.
a lot of people would say, "Oh, I can't work out or I can't be active. I can't make good food choices because of my kids." But you were able to say, "I'm going to be an example for them so they can watch me and see what that looks like." So I think that's really cool, man.
Exactly. Like, so my day starts at like 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe half
Mm,
5. I would have went and done my 45-minute walk and caught up on stuff like different content and stuff, and then would have went to work. Now working 9.5, 10-hour days, and then on the way home from work would have went to the gym on the way home, done the other 45-minute workout, and then come home, cook food, and then still try and spend maybe half an hour with my daughter. But she maybe would have
yeah.
been asleep the odd night, so quite hard, but I would have made it up for it with them in the weekends and stuff. But it's only I think parents and stuff, there is certain cases that they don't have time, but
Mm-hmm.
you can make
Sure.
time for your own health and benefits. It is achievable, with
Right.
everything that's going on in personal life. It can be done, and I'm a good example of it because I've done it. Now,
Yeah.
granted, there's some days you're waking up on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, and you're just like, "Oh, I can't, I don't wanna." Then another voice in your head says, "Oh, you have to get up, you have to get after it, and show them what is achievable," which
Mm-hmm.
is what helps most of the time. And then, like, you get to see them when you come home anyway, so it's
Yeah.
it's beneficial. And then you still have time to do other things. Like there's many a night we've spent time with my partner's friends, and we've
Mm-hmm.
then ended up. I've had to, like, 9, 10 o'clock, go out for a walk, 45-minute walk, just to get the day done.
Yeah.
But it's what you want in life, I think. Like if you want to sit at home on the couch eating crisps and watching Netflix, more power to you. But if
Mm-hmm.
you want something in life, you have to go and work for it, because being uncomfortable, you have to get used to being uncomfortable to be
Mm-hmm.
comfortable.
That's super true, and I like you're explaining how you sometimes would be out with friends and you'd be like, "Oh, I got to do my 75 hard. Be
Yeah,
right back. I'll go on a walk." I think that's really impressive too, because a lot of people that would be maybe their weak point. But you're stuck to your commitments. What what is your driving mission or your why? In those moments when you're like waking up tired on a Saturday, or you're out with your friends and you could say, "Oh, but I'm out with my friends. I'm going to skip my evening workout." What kept you accountable to those goals that you'd set?
because I think a man needs to be true to his word. If you don't have your word, you have nothing in life. And
Mm,
if I've always said something, I've always stood up and walked with it. I was able to rise to it, and I'm like, I know it's achievable, and I'm
mm,
like, why would I want to waste, if say you're 45 days in, why would you want to waste 45 days
yeah.
for one pint of beer,
Right.
which I don't really drink anymore, which is strange for an Irishman to say, but yeah, I'd rather drink a protein shake, to be honest. And, like, because I've
Yeah.
hung around, most of the people I know and most of my friends have all like, sort of body wise, they're all pretty lean, pretty mean. And
Mm,
it's like, well, if if I ate right, if I trained hard, which I do, I eat near enough as clean as I can eat,
mm-hmm.
and train pretty hard on occasions. And I'm like, right, I can do these things. It's not that far to go that extra mile to reach to where they are. Now, you might look like them, but you'll look the best version of your own self. So it's like,
Mm,
why
yeah.
not? Why not see what it's like on the other side? Now, I'm still
Yeah.
not on the other side. I'm still a bit away, but I've set the foundations to get to the other
Mm-hmm.
side, to finish the house, as the man would say.
Definitely. And you mentioned you're not quite to your goals, you're not quite to the other side, but have you seen, I'm assuming you have you seen a difference in maybe your energy and like your mood from cutting out alcohol and just learning more about what to eat? And have you noticed a difference in like your energy and things like that?
Yeah, so I've tried carnivore and I've tried whole foods, and now
Mm,
I find between the two, I personally feel more energetic and more mindful on carnivore without any,
mm,
like, of fruit. I do have a wee bit of fruit on carnivore now, but it was pretty minimum. And then when I went to complete carnivore, like just pure meat, like, so your beef mince, chicken, egg, and a bit of
mm,
bacon, my
yeah.
mental clarity was pretty good, and I didn't experience the dips in energy that you would have dipped when you were eating carbohydrates. So
Yeah.
I was like, and then I kept switching it up to see which was better, and I found the last couple of weeks that I feel a whole lot better on pure carnivore, which is just beef mince, chicken, and egg. and a bit of
Yeah.
bacon just for flavor, or bacon
Yeah.
fat even just for like
Bacon
cooking.
fat. Yeah.
Yeah, which is unreal. Like it's the best. I've been on
Yeah.
when I first went through my fitness journey and eating cleaner. I'd done 2 weeks of pure carnivore. I cut out everything, and it was the
Mm.
best I ever felt. I just need to get back to that. And I
I've
find,
heard I've heard that. Yeah.
yeah, I find when I'm on it, I can lose weight. I can lose a whole lot more weight than I am with carbohydrates. So
Yep.
the plan going forward now is to get back into just pure carnivore. So it's just meat and eggs and just all animal products. And then to try and get to single digit body fat, to be honest, is the
Yeah.
goal. Like 10%. If I can get to 10% body fat, I'll be pretty happy. It's a long
Yeah.
journey, but the journey I think will be worthwhile to get there. Just a few ups
Definitely.
and downs, but yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
real good journey so far. So I'm pretty thankful.
Definitely. I really like how you explain that in your mindset. I can tell that you will get there based on how you talk about your goals. And I think it seems like you have a really good balance of like, if you were to mess up, I wouldn't be worried about you totally like going off the rails and saying, "Ah, forget it." Like I can tell that you're pretty mild tempered and that you can just kind of stay the path. And so I know that you will get to 10% or 9% body fat, just kind of based on the way that you talk about your goals.
Yeah, it's just now believing, which I've seen the progress in the last 75 days of like what I started with to
Mm.
where I am now. So it's like it is achievable, and it's just now I've built the foundation. It's just refining, like the plaster in
Yep.
the house. It's just that refine bit now going forward. Because like I finished it yesterday, and I had a couple of friends were like, "Oh, come on, let's go for a burger and a pint and stuff." And I'm like, "No, no, bro,
Mm.
sorry.
Yeah.
I've got some big goals that I need to reach, and like I've set them out for myself. And I'm telling them out loud now, so I need to step on the gas and get there because it can be achieved. It's just now the fine tuning of it. So
Yeah.
it should be a real good journey going forward now, which I'm pretty thankful to bring some people along on social media and stuff and
Yeah.
see where I end up.
So what were you eating on 75 hard? Were you doing carnivore or what were you doing?
So it was a mixture of carnivore and whole food. So it's like
Mm.
mostly beef, mince, chicken, egg, and bacon.
Mhm.
And the last week or so, it's been like adding a bit of dairy and a bit of carbs back in just to see
Mhm.
what way the body was feeling.
Okay.
But it's, I would prefer to go back just to beef, mince, chicken, and egg, and a
Mm.
bit of sea salt or Himalayan salt, which I find very good.
Yeah.
But it just, 75 days of eating it is pretty, like when people say, "Oh, what's for your dinner?" or "What's for your lunch?" You're like, it's the same as yesterday.
Yeah.
Beef, mince, chicken, and egg. I did have I had some protein powder on and
Mm.
off throughout it, which was like vanilla and stuff, and pre-workout just because energy levels some days weren't, because you just stayed like a plateau of energy.
Mm.
So it just, some nights it took taking some pre-workout now in moderation to get the best performance out. Now there's some workouts, some of my PRs, some of the best workouts I've done have been on just water, and
Yeah.
some
Sometimes
some
it's like
on,
that.
yes, and then the other times it was with a bit of pre-workout, and I was able to get like a real good savage pump. And then other
Mm.
times it was just water, and it was like, was well slept, well fed, well hydrated,
Yeah.
and I just annihilated it.
Sometimes
But
sleep is like the best pre-workout. I just
yeah,
experienced that this week
yeah,
as well.
yeah. The sleep this last week, the last couple of weeks on it has been pretty minimal, just
Yeah.
with my daughter being unwell and stuff.
Mm.
And it's like going in this week here, like just like super tired, zero motivation, but the foundation was already set, so you're just like going in, smashing it out. doing a bit more
Yeah.
walking to finish the evening, and like just switching it up. And it was like, when I come out of it, I was like, oh yeah, I just smashed that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm winning here, you know?
Yeah. That's like the best feelings when you can say to yourself, I did what I said I was going to do. And one of the worst feelings is I didn't do what I said I was going to do. And I told people I was. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree.
So how old is your daughter then?
So
Pretty young.
she's currently 4.
Oh,
And
wow.
she
Yeah.
should be 5
Little one.
next month. Yeah. Yeah, she's a handful now.
Yeah, I bet.
She is. Yeah, you know, she's uh, yeah, there's nights there now. She eats ice cream and stuff, which all kids should experience at least.
Mhm.
And you're like looking at her eating an ice cream, and you're just like, oh, I could really eat that. But your temptation is staying. So
Yeah.
no, she's quite a handful, but she's a great joy to have in my life currently. So I'm very thankful that the big man upstairs set them on my path. So
Definitely. I think that'd probably be the hardest part for carnivore for me. It would be like the random cravings of like, I feel like ice cream today. I feel like,
yeah.
Nice warm piece of bread or whatever. But I guess, you get used to it and you kind of fall in love with like the results and the mental clarity and getting lean and stuff. And so it's worth it.
Yeah, no, I have like a couple of people in the gym and stuff for training at. They're like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, oh, just doing the regular, going to the gym, eating clean, spend time with family. They're like, oh,
Yep.
come on, right, we'll go for some fried chicken and we'll go for some drinks. And I'm like, I don't drink.
The
Oh,
people
but
at the
you
gym
can.
say that?
Yeah, there's a couple of people that train that sort of come over, like sort of friendly with, and they're like, oh, this, and I'm just like, no, boy, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, fried chicken's not on carnivore. I'm like, if I don't eat fried chicken with my family, I'm not going to eat fried chicken with you. No offense.
Yeah.
It's just, I have to, it's for my own sake, but I'm just like, no, I'm on. And the temptation's been there to go and have a drink or go and have fried chicken and stuff. And I've managed to overcome the temptation and the cravings of
Mm.
not going. So I'm like, right, I'm on the path. I need to stay on the path and win. Like, just win at life.
Yeah. You're doing great. Every time I see your videos of like the 4 squares of the different videos all
Yeah.
playing at the same time, that format, and like, man, like lifting heavy, like every time,
Yeah.
like it kind of inspires me to like, okay, I need to go a little harder on the leg press because I just seen Mark do his leg workout and I need to step it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do train. When I'm in the zone, I can train very heavy. Now I've trained.
Yeah.
I actually met a guy in the gym by chance, was a pro bodybuilder or ex-pro
Oh, wow.
bodybuilder. And he was like giving me some tips on a few different exercises one day. And then I went in one evening and he's like, what are you training? I'm like, oh, I'm going to train legs. He's like, jump in with me. He says, I'm training legs. And like, he pushed me. And I'm
Wow.
like, I could feel it in my legs for like a week. And
Oh,
I was
man.
like, oh, yeah. And then
Oh, yeah.
the following week, I got a knee injury at work.
Oh, man.
So I wasn't able to push just as hard.
Yeah.
But I was like, that training session was real good. So I've met some real machines or beasts in the gym, and like
Yeah.
they've given me a few tips and tricks and different
That's
things.
the best.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, this is the real groove to be in. And like
Yeah.
they come over and like give you advice if you're doing something wrong. And then I've seen people and they've asked me different advice, and I'm like saying my advice, what I would do, and when they're lifting or doing stuff. So it's like it's like a full circle, you know. Everybody's trying to win
Yeah.
at their own race, which is, I love seeing it in the gym because it's like, yes, you are getting after it. Like, I'm loving this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really cool
Which is-
community.
Yeah.
And I think it can be intimidating for some people that maybe haven't been in the gym before, or it's been a while and maybe it's been 5-10 years and they're nervous about, are people going to judge me? What would you say to somebody who's kind of nervous about going into the gym and having people judge them and stuff like that?
I think they need to realize that people aren't actually judging them. Like,
Mm.
I've seen people in there and I'm like, this is real good. I'm like, you're on the path of betterment, bettering yourself. I'm like, this is awesome. I'm like, they maybe look over and you're maybe looking at them, but you're not actually looking at them and they're like maybe intimidated and you're like, no. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
I'm loving this journey for you, like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on my own journey and I'm like, I love seeing people coming in and like lifting, like especially lifting heavy or like just doing their own thing. And you're like, yes. Now, sometimes you would want to approach them and maybe if they're doing it wrong, but like I'm definitely not judging them. I'm like,
yeah.
if anything, I'm like, more power to you. Like, you've got up off the sofa, threw away the bag of Doritos, and like coming in here on your Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and like when there's nobody else here, like you're still chasing after it. I'm like, you should
Yeah,
be proud of yourself, if anything.
definitely.
And if anybody says any different to you, don't listen to them, because some people don't like seeing other people do better than them. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it should be. I'm like, we're all trying to win at life. Like, why not help each other get further and get better? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, definitely. I'm like more power to them. Like, I love seeing somebody coming in there and like just noticing the change in them. Like even their atmosphere and stuff. It's just so good.
Yeah. I like what you said about like when you see somebody come in and you're like, oh heck yeah, you're getting after it. And it's like it's almost like a mutual respect for everybody, especially like the early mornings or the late nights. You just kind of look over at the other people like, yeah, like you're in here too. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like that.
I find some mornings, like some weekends, like tomorrow morning might be the same. Like, you don't see many people in on a Sunday morning. Like, I like going in early in the weekends just
Yeah.
for getting the day done so I can spend time with family and stuff. And it's so good when the gym's empty. You're like,
It's
oh, yeah.
nice. Yeah.
I'm like, there's nobody else here.
It's
And
the
then
best.
by the time your workout's finished, like, everybody starts coming because it's like around 8, half 8 or so. And then
Yeah.
everybody starts coming in. And then you see some people that are there most weekends early in the mornings and you're just like, yeah, you are chasing after it too. Like, you are getting your
Yeah.
day done. Like, clocking in, clocking out early, which is so good. So good to see, like.
Definitely. So when you said you grew up in Ireland and like it wasn't really the norm to be fit and to eat clean and stuff. How did you sort of get into the gym and working out? Did you have a friend that like invited you to the gym or what did that look like?
So, but I had a couple of cousins. They had some wee nephews, nieces and stuff. And like they would have come up to ours at the weekend or would have been up seeing my grannies and stuff. And playing with them, I noticed like I was very unfit. And I was like, oh, this isn't good. This,
Like out
this
of
is real
breath.
bad. Yeah, like really out of breath. So I decided, oh, maybe going to the gym might help. So started going to the gym. Didn't really know what I was doing. Got training with a PT once. A guy called Billy Joe. He was pretty good. Like, he pushed me and I lost a lot of weight, got back healthy. Then I went back to tree work. And then it was a vicious cycle going back from trees to semi-truck driving. And then the last 5 years or last 4 years maybe, yeah, I moved away to a wee place called the Isle of Man. It's between Ireland and the UK. It's a wee island. There's a very famous motorbike race there, the Isle of Man TT. And I decided to go to the Isle of Man TT, back to tree work, and just get fit. And I started eating a bit cleaner, and then lost a bit of weight. Now, nothing as serious as what the journey's been so far. And then after about a year in the Isle of Man, I decided to apply for the job, seen the job in New Zealand, apply for the job in New Zealand. And then I think it was within 3 or 4 months working in New Zealand, I got friendly. I met probably one of my best friends now, a guy
Mhm.
called Sam Smith, and he's like something you'd see chiseled in a great granite statue. Like he's shredded,
Oh wow.
he's lean, like he's just, and he was eating carnivore or like mostly
Mm.
meat based,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, because I've always been like quite broad and stuff, like shoulder wise and stuff, and
Yeah. Good
done a bit
frame.
of training. So it's like you would, oh, this guy works out sort of thing. And he's like, do you want to come to the gym? And I'm like, yeah, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then I started eating cleaner. And then that's how the gym, it was through Sam. And me and him trained together most evenings and stuff. And then like he gave me a bit of a what to do, and then got a bit more deeper into it, like eating a bit cleaner,
Mhm.
but always referring back to an energy drink and stuff. And then we actually went to Savannah, Georgia for a tree climbing competition,
Oh
the
wow.
international tree climbing competition. He was a participant in it, so I went over to support him
Mhm.
and like went back on the binge of monsters and stuff like that. So when I come back from like a month holiday, I was like, right, I need to sort myself out. So
Yeah.
that's what the journey has been now. Like it took me a few months when I come back to try and come off energy drinks and eating not as like eating a bit dirty, eating a bit clean. Like there was no
Mhm.
consistency. And I was like,
Yeah.
right. And I said to my missus, look, I'm gonna go on 75 hard. I'm like, and I'm gonna like eat as clean as I can eat. You're probably not gonna like it, but it's just one of these things that I'm going down. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, I'll support you whatever you need done. And so
Yeah, that's
there's
cool that
some
she's
nights,
supportive.
yeah. So there's some nights she's been like coming home from work, looking after her daughter, and then like still like maybe I'm working late, and like she's like cooked me my lunch or cooked my dinner or like helped me
Mhm.
meal prep at the weekends and stuff. And it's like there's some nights like I've been like just so drained, and she's been there like cooking and stuff, like when I've come through the door, and she's
Mhm.
like got all my food ready and stuff, and I'm just like,
That's
yeah,
nice.
I've got a winner here. And it's like,
Yeah. Sounds like.
so yeah, so I'm very thankful. But because she's Filipino as well, so
Mm.
she loves
Nice.
food. So yeah,
Yeah.
so she's like, come on, you need to experience some of her her cuisine and stuff. And I'm like, I'd love to, but I need to get here. And she's like, okay. Like
Oh
she's
yeah.
pretty understanding, which is pretty good. Like big kudos to her and my daughter. So
Yeah.
it's a good support network I've got. And her friends now, I've met most of her friends, and they're pretty like when I explained it to them what I was doing, and they're like, oh yeah. And they're like, we've went away camping and stuff and have been on 75, and they're like eating eggs and bacon in the mornings just to please me. Well, not even please me, but like to keep
Yeah.
me on the path, which is like I've
That's
never
good. Good
really,
friends.
yeah, I've never really experienced that, bar a couple of friends that I've met here. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is like what a support network's supposed to be. So
Right.
big kudos to them as well. Like they've been pretty supportive of everything. Like as soon as they found out, like I'd done another fitness page and stuff, like they were all like,
Mhm.
right, what is it? Started following me, liking everything. You know,
Nice.
just to give you like helps with a bit of a boost confidence and stuff too.
Oh yeah, it
And
does.
yeah, they're pretty supportive, like family,
Yeah.
home from home sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
a new family. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the best. When you find people that are supportive and like-minded, especially when you're somewhere away from home.
yeah,
Um, I totally can relate to that, having lived in several different states uh, after moving out from away from family. Because we lived in Dallas, Texas for a couple of years. We
or
made some
true.
really good friends there, and now we're in Arizona. Have some good friends here.
Nice.
Um, And so it makes a huge difference having that kind of home away from home, like you said, and a support group.
Yeah, no, means a lot, hey, to be honest. It helps pushing you over the hurdles sometimes.
Hmm.
Because there have been some weekends or some evenings, and my missus is like, oh, you need to do your walk. So you can do your walk when we're at such and such, or we're out here, and you're like, oh, yeah, yeah, no, sounds like a plan. And like
Yeah.
I've got up and they've been eating dinner and like, look, I have to go for a walk, a 45-minute walk. And they're like, oh yeah, go have your walk. We'll be here when you're back.
Nice.
You know. So that support has been like days that you're like, oh, I can't be bothered. I can't, not motivated. And she's like, come on, like you've got to
It's
walk
like,
still today. And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. You're like, yep. I'm like, I'm showing up for myself. And she's like, yeah, you are. Like, we're here. Like, don't be worrying.
we're doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're doing it. Like, no matter what. Like, there's no point saying you're going to do it to not do it. So it's been pretty eventful as well. So it's been a hell of a journey, hey, which has been pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can relate to that a little bit too. My day like 79 or something for my pull-ups, and sometimes I'll be
Yeah.
like talking to my wife. She's like, I'm like, oh, like you want to watch this movie or you want to do this? And she's like, well, have you done your pull-ups yet? And I'm like, no. She's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
go do your pull-ups, and then afterwards we can like hang out or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
that's
it's
good, yeah.
nice when they're supporting like that versus like I don't think it would be helpful to have a friend that's like, oh, you can skip today, it's okay,
Yeah.
one cookie won't hurt you, you know. That's like,
Yeah.
no, like you gotta push me.
Yeah, like you're the people that when I'm saying, oh, I'll just forget about it, you want your friend group or your circle to be like, no, you've got this. Like you need to push on.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go for a drink. You're like, no, I don't want to sit in a bar and drink water and watch you getting drunk. Like it's
Yeah.
not the place
No.
I want to be. You're like,
No.
so I've met a few people in the gym that are like have been pretty supportive. Like a couple of current one of the guys I've met is currently training for pro bodybuilding, so he's been
Nice.
pretty helpful. But I've
Yeah.
asked him some advice too late on 75, so like going forward, I'm going to get him to give me some few more tips and tricks and like more dialed in, hopefully with the diet and stuff. So yeah, so it should be real good. Hopefully now I see some more progress and stuff. But yeah, like he's like, yeah, what day are you on now? And I'm like, oh, I'm day 70. He's like, yeah, you are. Yeah, like you're getting it. You
Let's
know,
go.
like,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this is like just giving you that more fuel and fire to keep burning. You know?
Yeah. I'm always surprised by how those short conversations, even if it's something so short, even if it's with a stranger that I met in the gym, and you just talk with them and just have that spark of like, you just like, you're encouraging them and they encourage you, and then you walk away from that like 2-minute conversation. You're just like, yeah, like I was feeling tired when I come in here, but now I'm gonna crush this workout.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like encouragement is like chicken soup for the soul or whatever they say.
Oh, it's so good. Hi, like there was a young guy. I was the other night. I was doing some shoulder work and stuff, and I was throwing the 40 kg incline dumbbells up by myself and like pushing them up. And he obviously must have seen me, and then he was in the sauna that evening, and I was just asking what his plans, what his goals were, and he was telling me, and I was like, oh yeah, you've got it, bro, like get after it. And he's like, what about you? I'm like, well, I'm currently on day, I forget what it was, maybe 73 or 75 hard. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's a hard challenge. I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, but I've hit a goal of myself. He's like, what's that? I'm like, throwing 40s up by myself, inclines. He's like, yeah, I seen you. He's like, you were shifting some weight. And I'm like, yeah, it was. I'm like, yeah, but it's been I says it's been 70 something days to get to this point.
You're like, I didn't start here.
Yeah, I says I didn't start. start here, as you say. And he's like, what did you start at? I says, I like 20s or 25s. He's like,
Yep.
what? I'm like, yep. I'm like, it's been a long journey. I'm like, but I says, looking now, it's like, yeah, I've got this, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's been pretty good now. Especially when people like that are getting motivated by you explaining your journey to them, and it's like, if you can do it, I can do it. And I'm like, yeah, you can. I'm like, you just
Yeah,
got
you
to
can.
focus. I'm like, whatever you, like, if you need a spot in the gym, hit me up. I'm like, I'll help you out. I'm like, but
Yeah,
you've got it. I'm like, just chase it, bro. Like, that's all you need to do.
that's it. Yeah,
You
that's
know?
the best. And the cool part is like sometimes we're the person on the other side of it that needs that push, and sometimes we're the ones that's giving the encouraging, and
Yeah.
it's just like a positive community at the gym. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever met somebody at the gym where I like ask for advice or whatever, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna give you advice. Like every time I ask, people are always like super nice, like nicer than I
Yeah.
would expect.
Yeah. You don't, you're like maybe going up and asking somebody for a spot, and you're like, oh, they're probably going to say no. And they're like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
we'll
got you.
spot you. Yeah, yeah, I've got you, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Now,
Wrist or elbow? Oh, elbow. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so good. Yeah. Like, there's a few people that have been training, and like, I obviously have a tripod for filming and stuff, and they had a belt for lifting, weightlifting belt. So I was like, oh, I've never tried one. So I had a PR one Saturday or one Sunday morning with the help of their belt. And they were like, can I borrow your tripod? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't really need it. I'm like, I'm just
Yeah.
going to try and hit a PR here. And I filmed it on the floor, held up with water bottles. So it's like, yeah, I didn't mind. Like, they obviously were wanting
Nice.
to get some good shots and stuff. So I was like, yeah, go for it. And I'm like, you're helping me out, so I'll help you out, you know?
Yeah,
So
that's great.
yeah.
Filmed it with the water bottle, but you got it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we'll see, because I was like, tried the weight and I couldn't lift it. And I was like, right,
Yeah.
I put everything back, or like de-racked the bar. And then she's like, I was giving another guy a couple of tips of how to deadlift. And she's like, oh, have you tried a belt? And I'm like, nah. And she's like, oh, you should try my belt. Hopefully it fits you. So I tried, and it's like, oh yeah, this works. And I then just went, it's like, right, got a good song on, got me motivated,
Mm-hmm.
went to the bar and told the bar that I was going to lift it. And I lifted it
Yeah.
at the PR, and I was like, this is what you call a beast. So I was like, right, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Let's
I
go.
stared myself in the mirror, and I was like, I'm going to overcome you, and did. And I was like, had a PR with it, and I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, maybe these like belts and knee sleeves and stuff actually help. So I need to invest in some of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's been quite good at lending or borrowing other people's sort of stuff to help hit PRs and stuff, which has been pretty good, you know.
Right. Yeah, I've never used the belt or the knee sleeves before, but I want to try them out sometime.
Yeah, I've not used knee sleeves yet, but I've used the belt. I've only used the belt once, and it was pretty
Yeah.
good. But it's like everything else is just. I do have the things for your hand, the wraps for your hand, just to help grip.
The lifting straps.
Yeah, lifting straps, because my hand strength my grip strength wouldn't be the best at times. So it's only when I get into heavy weight, I would use
Yeah.
that just for assistance, which is
Especially like the deadlifts and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, like especially when I go like very heavy, it's like, oh, I need it. I just can't grip it. Like I can
Yeah.
grip it with the lifting straps, but it's just that security, you know, just of
Mhm.
giving you the peace of mind that you will get it off the ground, and then it's up to
Yeah.
you what to do with it, you know. Now I do when I'm deadlifting, I do make a few grunts and noises, but I
You got
apologize.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm lifting heavy like nobody else is. I'm like, I apologize beforehand, and yeah, just bear with me. I had some deadlifts this morning, so
Yeah. That was me was that yesterday? I did legs, and that was me on the leg press, just like grunting and stuff, and breathing super loud, just like
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to. Like,
You
you
have
just,
to. It's the only
yeah,
way to get through
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like, you have to go to that dark place or that place that you don't want to go to get that weight moving sometimes,
Yeah. You can't
unfortunately.
just straight face like normal
Yeah.
breathe. No, you gotta turn to some other type of animal.
Yeah, you have to turn into your inner beast and just let him out of the cage, I think, and just go hard at it.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you feel like you, but at least you're trying. Like, the only way from failure is to go up. Yeah, sometimes you go to deadlift and you're like, oh, I can't get it off the ground, which is fine. But the next week you'll get it off the ground. You just
Mhm.
you have to realize you've reached failure. Now the only way to go up is to climb up higher.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. And it's like, I've listened to a few different podcasts, and it's like, yeah, and these guys are some pretty heavy hitters. It's like, yep, if they're saying failure's good, it must be all right. Like,
Yep.
so yeah, it's been quite good. That's
That's
helped
it.
along the journey too. Just on the drive, like, listen to the old podcasts and stuff of just
Oh yeah.
fitness and stuff. It's been just other people's take on life has been pretty good, pretty
It's
cool.
brain food.
Oh man, it's unreal. It's so good.
Yeah. What's your favorite podcast that you frequent?
So I listened to, I think his name's Chris, Modern Wisdom. I listened
Oh
to
yep. I
him.
was just listening to that one the other day.
Oh yeah, I listened to his Huberman, Dr. Andrew Huberman,
Yep. Huberman.
Mind Pump. Listen to the Mind Pump guys.
I'll have to look that one
Yeah.
up.
And then a bit of Joe Rogan, just the
Yep.
norm.
Yep.
But yeah, it's mostly yeah, Modern Wisdom or Mind Pump would be the big ones. And
That's
them
solid.
them guys in Mind Pump would talk about like body fat and visceral fat and different things like you wouldn't think of what you could learn from. So I find some of
Yeah.
their podcasts like real good, helpful.
Yep. Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like podcasts are super huge right now, and they've kind of just gradually been blowing up over the last, I don't know, like 10, 20 years. I feel like as radio has kind of died, you know. But it's really unique. It's a really unique opportunity that you can basically have like CEOs of huge companies and elite athletes basically like sitting in the passenger seat of your car as you're driving and like just learning from their knowledge. And so it's like, yeah, like why not take advantage of that wisdom? And
yeah,
yeah, it's great.
yeah, no, it is really good because you can learn, like, even though it's an hour, somebody might take up one thing out of that conversation and implement
Yeah,
it
even
in
one
their
thing.
life, and it
Yeah.
just explodes their life, which is pretty cool. Like, I've not stolen but borrowed some tips and tricks from guys that I've met throughout my life, and it's like just
Yeah.
helped me along the way. And it's like, yep. And I'll always say I learned this from such and such a guy or somebody else, and it's like
That's
giving
good.
them
Yeah.
credit.
And I know that that's kind of my goal with this podcast. I know I'm not interviewing like founders of companies and elite athletes, but I mean, I feel like everybody has their story that can help somebody. Like you said, sometimes you meet people in your own life and you take a piece and you learn from it and give them the credit. And so that's kind of my hope with this podcast is people to learn from all these everyday people who have these incredible stories, but they never have a platform to share it, you know? So
Yeah, that's so cool. Hey, yeah, as you say, like it, it's the everyday people that has turned to be the CEO or the fitness person. Like, it's just
yeah,
they're
they're
not
just normal
born.
people.
Yeah, and they've just got not lucky. Lucky's a bad word, or not a bad word, but it's does injustice. It's more of hard work that they've done to get there,
Yeah.
and it's learning
Yeah.
from them to implement it into your own life to see how far you can push it. Because you can. There is everyday people that can be exceptional.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
just how bad you want it, how hard are you willing to work for it. you know, and reading some good books as well of how to benefit your own self.
Yeah, because that was part of 75 Hard too, right? It's like reading.
Yeah, reading 10
Yeah.
pages a day. Like some people are like, oh, I could read 10 pages in 20 minutes or 5, whatever it is. I can read like a book in a day. And I'm like, yeah, but the whole point of it is 10 pages every day. I'm like, you might read one book on a Saturday, but not touch the book the rest of the week. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm happy doing my 10 pages. I do my 10 pages. I learn something, maybe some good motivation because I've read a few different books. I was like, right, I'll write that down, or I'll take a photo of it and put it in a folder, an album, photo album on my phone. And right,
Yeah, I
I
love
can
doing
look
that.
back. Yeah, it's so good. And it's like, yep, there it is. That's what I just needed. And away you go,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, that's great. So you were drinking like 8 or 9 like
Okay.
energy drinks, right?
Yeah, bro.
Before 75 Hard. Where are you at now? Did you cut out caffeine completely for the whole time, or minus pre-workout, I guess?
So just pre-workout and a bit of like fat burners here and there. But like energy drink, like like I know you can have some pre-workout energy drinks, but like nothing. So none of that. So it was water, pre-workout, some fat burner, but mostly just water and pre-workout just for the gym in the evening.
Yeah.
Like maybe like I think it's HP, like OxyShred, maybe a scoop or 2 of that first thing in the morning, just to like keep the hunger at bay, because I get up quite early. So it's like, right, I need to suppress it just a bit just to get me throughout. Because if not, I would have all my food and calories at by maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's like, and you still have to 5 to go. So yeah, that was the only really thing. But like energy drinks, fizzy drinks, apple juice, all that, I didn't touch any of it. Like
I was gonna say, did you I'm guessing you experienced sort of like a dip in energy at first, cutting out all the caffeine, but did you notice it kind of level out as your caffeine tolerance went back down?
Yeah, so I noticed when I was drinking, like, I think before I started 75, I was like maybe drinking 4 tins a day or something. I was trying to cut it down drastically.
Yeah.
And I noticed the first maybe 10 or 2, you had like obviously caffeine hit, but after that, it was just like just drinking juice, really. So I was like, this isn't really beneficial anymore.
I think I've noticed that too.
Yeah, I was like, right. So I gradually went down, and then I was able to just cut it out, and I was like, felt real good cutting it out.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, so like I've tried different pre-workout stimulant or stimulant, and then like maybe double skipping some of them just for like that hit. But mostly that was all. It's like no coffee, no tea, no milk. You know, I've had a wee bit of milk throughout, but I cut it all out. So I used to drink milk. Like I could drink like a liter of milk, no problem myself. But it's just like, it's not good for you either. There's a lot of calories in it. So
yeah, it is.
I was like, I may as well drink something. So that's where the like fat burner and like OxyShred or a bit of electrolytes just for a bit of flavour to change up the water, because it's like a gallon. There's maybe days I drink maybe 5 or 6 litres of water, just with how hot it is outside and what type of work you're doing, because the job, you get dehydrated very quick. And I've noticed,
you're moving.
Yeah, you're moving all the time. Or I've noticed if I don't get a certain amount of water in by a certain time, I feel real dehydrated throughout the day, like headaches and stuff. So that's obviously helped. Maybe it's not great, but it's helped me stay more focused, getting most of my water in before lunch, before 12 o'clock or so. And then I can gradually then drink water throughout the day, and then have pre-workout 15 minutes before the workout, or whatever it is, and just I just have that, and then I'll have water throughout the workout, or maybe a bit of, if there's some left in the liter, I'll just drink the rest of that, and then I'll drink some protein shake with my dinner, just to try and get as much protein in just before bed. So it's a full on thing, to be honest.
Yeah. Got your system locked in.
Yeah. So I've got a good system currently. So it's just some weekends you're like, all right, I need to eat 80 grams of protein now. Just if you leave it, but if I have it all prepped for the weekend, it's usually pretty easy. So it takes time on a Sunday to meal prep, but it helps throughout the week just with busy
so
schedules
much.
and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But
well, awesome.
on caffeine end of things, no, it's just the pre-workout. I've no
pre-workout.
Like, if I had energy drinks, people are like sipping them in front of me and stuff, and I'm like, there's like 200, 250 calories in that, and amount of grams of sugar. It's like,
all the sugar.
I'm like, you're drinking like half your calories there straight away.
Yeah, and then you get the crash from the sugar.
Yeah, it's if you can manage to drink one like non-sugar one, zero sugar one throughout the day,
it's a lot
it'll
better.
be okay. Yeah, but when you're drinking an awful lot of them per day, it's not a great thing. And that was the whole thing of going on to 75 hard, actually, just to try and give me mental strength to not crave them. Now, I've walked past them in shops and dairies and stuff here, and like, oh, that tastes lovely, but I'm like, nah. I'm like, get a bottle of water.
Doesn't taste as lovely as these gains.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially when like I'm looking at myself with my Gold's Gym's tank top on. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got some good shoulders now. I've got some back muscle. It's like, the gains are too.
Can't stop now.
Yeah, no, there's no point stopping the train now. The train's on its way. So it's like, it'd be a waste of time going back. So why go back when you can move forward quicker? So that's the whole goal now of like,
love that,
gradually going forward. Now I mightn't do all of the things that I was doing in 75 hard, but I'm still going to implement most of them. I want to see, but I'll probably go back into the motions of it till where I want to go.
Probably gonna skip the cold showers now, huh?
Yeah, I was doing cold plunges and stuff at the start, and then I got sick for a bit, and I just took no energy, and then I just didn't get back into them. But hopefully going forward now, I'm going to implement more saunas and more ice baths and stuff, and try and maybe do, instead of training 7 days a week, more like bringing the training down and hitting more cardio as well. So like doing like 4 days training and then the rest of the days cardio and a few other movements in that. So even if it's only 45 minutes or 50 minutes on the Stairmaster, or even just walking 45 minutes with a bit of an incline, it's like I'm still there moving. So maybe do a wee bit of free movement or something, like pull-ups or push-ups or something. But I'm going to try and bring the training volume down to try and help with recovery, and then hopefully that will maximize my gains. So that is the plan.
It will. Heck yeah.
I just think the training 7 days every day, no rest, has been fatiguing.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, because you're like going in and trying to lift real heavy or trying to hit like real strong workouts, and you're like, I don't have the energy. So now it's like maybe like train it up a wee bit, so then you can give your muscles time to recover, and also you're recovering. I've reached the point, I'm like, right, I'm still going to implement the stuff, but I'm just going to change it up a wee bit, so
just
it's not
better. Better for your lifestyle.
Yeah, just for lifestyle and for recovery. It's mostly recovery.
Right.
yeah, my body's pretty. I've got the gains now, which I'm thankful for, but it's like needs a wee bit of recovery.
Yeah,
So
I feel that with my pull-ups every day.
yes, so I've added some pull-ups in, like doing a pull-up, like say 3 pull-ups for 1 week for 7 days, and then add on like on the Monday add in 4 pull-ups. So I've got
Yeah,
currently up to 6,
there you
and
go.
and it's just like when you're like pretty worn out and pretty fatigued, it's pretty hard when you're like training everything, and it's like
Oh, I know. Yeah.
still quite like I'm quite lean, but I'm like still a wee bit heavy. Not heavy in a bad way, but like I've still got a bit of weight on. So it's like, right,
Yeah.
I'm still like pulling maybe 89 or 90 kg up. So it's quite sore at
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Especially when you've like hit heavy shoulders or heavy
Shoulders are
back now.
back.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah. You're like, all
yeah,
right, time for some pull-ups.
yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
to just do them till failure. So I like maybe hit 6 and or like 5 the first time, and then maybe only 4 or 3 the next one.
For sure. Well, I want to be respectful of your time there. We're
Oh,
at
you're
like an
fine.
hour and 17 minutes. So,
That's not too bad. Well, I
that
was a wee bit late,
yeah.
unfortunately.
That went by pretty fast, actually. I
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
these.
no, it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
My
very thankful.
last question for you, for somebody who is maybe a father of a young one under 5, and they're working full time and all these things that you have going on, what would be your biggest piece of advice for someone like that who is kind of apprehensive about where to start on their fitness and health journey? What would you say to them?
I'd say jump in and just open arms, because it is so worthwhile. Like,
Mm.
it sounds hard and it sounds daunting at the minute, of you're thinking, I want to go on a fitness journey, but I don't have really any time. Or, well, 75 hard is different, but say you go into the gym for 45 minutes or an hour, like
Yeah.
that hour is going to pass by if you're in the gym or not in the gym. Like if you're at
Mm.
home, you're going to be at home for an hour. Like, why not take an hour to yourself, go to the gym, and if you've had a bad day, you can take the frustration out in the weights. If you've got a good day, you can still take your frustration out with the weights. Like if somebody's annoyed you, it's like, go to the gym, blow off your steam, and
Yep.
you're also getting fitter, and you're also proving and showing to you, whether you have a daughter or you've got a son, or you maybe have twins or whatever it is, kids
Yeah.
wise, that you have, you're showing them that you can show up for yourself, and you're setting the foundations for them when they grow up. Well, they're like, well, my daddy went, and he went to the gym every day for so many years or whatever. And look at him, he's went from maybe chubby to like shredded, or to like a fit dad. And it's like,
Yeah.
well, he's proved to me, like, if I can knuckle down and work hard, that I can achieve anything in life. So you're actually setting the standard high to your kids, that they can achieve anything. Now, I
Mm.
never hold them back, because if you hold yourself back, you're only going to hold them back. So don't
Mm.
hold yourself back. Go full throttle, toe to the headlights, and
Yep.
go after it, because you're going to show them that they can be and make something of their life if you can show them that you can show up for yourself and go to the gym. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you can show them that there is something out there for them that they can go and grab and work hard, and they can earn that spot at the top of the mountain.
Mhm.
If you're showing them that you can climb the mountain and get to the top of the mountain, there's a bottom of another mountain, and you just keep climbing, and you just keep showing them that they can achieve anything. And you need to, because there's people telling them out there in the world, no, eating clean, training in the gym's not good for you. Or you need to do this, or you need to do that. It's like,
Mhm.
no, show them that they can make something of their life, and
Mm.
set the standard high, and they'll achieve that standard. And it's like, if you can do that, I think you'll have kids that far will far surpass you in life, and you can only be proud that you took that time of 45 minutes, an hour, and showed them that they can achieve anything if they work hard for it. That's my honest outtake. And if somebody wants to argue a point with that, I'll argue with him, because that's the only way you can achieve it, is hard work. Everybody wants the results now, but it doesn't happen. You have to work hard for it. And if you can show them a good work ethic and a good work attitude, well, they can be the $1 million CEO of a company. There's nothing you can't achieve if you've got the backing and the support and a good role model to learn from. And I think that's what a father should be, a good role model.
Definitely.
And show them that anything's possible. Hey, that's my outtake of it anyway. And don't forget to get a good cheeky pump along the way in the gym. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Ken.
I know that as this episode comes out in the future, it's going to help a lot of people and inspire a lot of people. And I'm grateful for you to sharing your story and being vulnerable with some of the things that you've overcome. And thank you for coming on the show. You're crushing it.
Yeah, appreciate you having me and let me voice my journey along the way and giving us all a platform to do it. And I know rightly that it's going to be a real good podcast series when it comes up and when you get it all on its feet. So I'm looking forward to hearing future episodes. But definitely. it's been a real good journey. I'm glad that you're on the journey with me and seeing like yourself crushing it, and just the best for everybody, because everybody's winning their own race, and it's like hell yeah, getting after it.
I guess
being a savage, and you just got to be relentless. I think
definitely. Awesome. Well, I'll have to have you on again sometime in the future, and then
future when it's the best #1 podcast. Definitely come on again. Hey, not a problem.
Yeah, and then we'll see what you've been up to in the meantime, and I'm sure there'll be newer stories to share on the next one as well.
Yeah, hopefully we should have reached the single-digit body fat by the end. So
next episode we're just gonna be just there's two Greek sculptures on the show.
Yeah, you know it, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'll let you get back to your day. It's like probably like 3 or 4 p.m. over there now.
Yeah, it's just turned 4:05 now. So
okay.
Still got to finish the day strong. So hopefully I can help somebody, light a spark in them to go and chase their dreams and chase the better part of life.
Absolutely.
So it's been a pleasure.
Likewise. All right. Take care.
All right. Take care, Ken. All the best.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, Nick.